Hello there, Emma. How are you doing? Oh, it's Al Jim Royle here. Yeah. I've got a lovely little message here for you. It's all about your birthday, Emma. You know the game. Yeah. But before I get into that, can I just tell you something, Emma? Oh, this is to Emma, and it's from Trevor, Arthur, Ellis, and Memphis. Now, when I get all these requests in, I love names. I love names, Christian names. And what I do, anyone who's got a Christian name out of the ordinary, I jot it down. Well, you've got two here, so I'm gonna add them to my list. I'll show you my list in a minute. We've got Ellis as an unusual Christian name, and there's one there, Memphis. Look, I'll put it next to the bottom. See when you just squeeze it in. Can you see it there? Memphis. So some of the names I've got are amazing. I've got a fella called Parker. His Christian name was Parker. Another fella's name was Kyle, not ordinary Kyle, K-H-Y-L-E. A fella with the name of Boo, and that was his proper name, B-O-O. Another fella called Blythe. And so Memphis has gone on here, and Ellis is quite unusual. Ellis is quite an unusual surname, so I'm going to put him on my list of names. So I've got some great ones. So anyway, we'll get on with your bloody birthday thing now, eh? Right, it's got here. This is to Emma from Trevor, Arthur, Ellis and Memphis to celebrate a 50th birthday. Now it's got here, Emma loves the royal family. Ah, good on you, kid. She loves and she supports Liverpool Football Club. That's something else we've got in common. And she's from Parbold, but she now lives in High Wycombe. Oh, so you've gone up a bit in the world, Emma. We won't concentrate too much in that, because Parbold, I used to live in Golborne, yeah. It wasn't too far from Parbold. Anyway, it's got you're going to be celebrating with a family meal, a night out with friends, a night with Robbie Williams. Now, that's interesting, because I haven't got my mobile phone on me here. If I had my mobile phone, I'd show you a lovely picture of me and Robbie Williams together. Because I was down in London doing, what's it called? With the women, what's that one where all the women sit? Oh, bloody hell, if I have to. Anyway, his wife was on the panel. She's an American girl. And Loose Women, that's what it's called, that's right. Loose Women. And his wife was a panellist on Loose Women. And I was down there. Because I was going on the show later, and he was backstage, and he seen me, and he went, oh, and he came over, and we had a real good natter. He was a lovely fella, because I knew his dad his dad's still alive, but it's because his dad was an entertainer around the clubs and that, So what a small world, eh? So you're going to be celebrating with a meal, a night out with friends. And by the way, if you do get to speak to Robbie Williams, tell him I was asking after him. And you're also going on a trip to Iceland. The country, not the shop. You're not going for lolly ices to Iceland, are you? No. Anyway, listen, this is to celebrate. Let me tell you something. Can you see that photograph on the wall behind me? Can you see that fella scratching his head? That's Jimmy McGovern, the playwright. The other fella up there, of course, that's my mate Pelly, when I was doing Mike Bassett in Brazil. But Jimmy McGovern, I sit next to Jimmy McGovern in the executive lounge in Anfield. Oh, it's not my executive lounge. I just get invited with a fella called Colin McEwen, who everything that Jimmy writes, whether it's Hillsborough, Moving On, Cracker, Clink, whatever it is, he's the best writer on television. And we go with a fella called Colin McEwen, who's the director of everything Jimmy writes. And he has a table in the executive lounge, and I go to all the home games with him. And on the table's a football agent called Peter Mack, and Sammy Lee, who used to play for Liverpool. He's on the table, and we have a great time. We have a wonderful time, and I love going. Anyway, so as I say, we've got quite a little bit in common there. You love Liverpool Football Club, yeah. You're from Parbold, which wasn't too far from where I lived. But now you've gone a little bit posher than me. You live in High Wycombe. I now live in what they call Aigburth. It's spelt very strange. It's spelt A-I-G, the first part of yeah. But anyway, you're going to be celebrating with a family meal, a night out with friends, a night with Robbie Williams, and a trip to Iceland. Like that. In brackets, the country. Well, my dear little wife took all the grandkids to, I think it was Iceland, to see Father Christmas last year. And they come back and they've got a video of them all on the sledge with the reindeers and all like that. I love it. So this year, they're all going on a Mediterranean cruise, 7 of them. Yeah, I have to stay at home and look after the dog. Oh, I can't be bothered with all that. The kids, it cost me a bloody fortune to get rid of them, but that's worth it. Anyway, listen, I'm going around the country after Christmas. Now that Christmas is almost over now, isn't it, the period? I'm going over there with this play with this Irish Annie. And we've been to practically every theatre in the country, and it sells out. The Real Irish Band on stage, that lad who wrote it, Asa Murphy, what a singer he is. And then at the end of the show, we just meet everyone. We say, go into the foyer, bring your phones, take your selfies. And then I give a load of these out. To anyone who's there. Caricature, which is signing, and the old caricatures. And we have a great sing-song, you know. We finish off, the finale of the show is a sing-song. And because we do afternoon shows, we get a lot of older people in, obviously. Well, not that old, but people your age and that. Because they prefer to go out of an afternoon. And it's like Glastonbury. It is like Glastonbury. It's absolutely wonderful. And I love doing it. And then we're off to Ireland. And that's just some of the dates. That's just some of the dates we've got with that little play. Look, Cork, Galway, Drogheda, Dublin. So it's gay. So I'm like yourself, you see, I'm a little bit older than you, Emma. I'm a little bit older than you, but I still like to strut me stuff, the old dancing. But anyway, listen. I want you to watch the telly. Keep your eye out. You might have to get a Radio Times or a TV Times. Me and Sue Johnson have done half a dozen shows of a thing called Ricky and Sue Take a Trip or Two, where we go all over the place and we meet different people. It's gear. And as a matter of fact, we're actually showing one. We're actually showing an episode before it comes on the telly. We're showing it in a club in Liverpool called the Florence Institute, which is where people who are having a bit of a rough time go and they can get a cup of tea and a biscuit for nothing. And when times were bad, we've been given food parcels out. So we're actually showing that. And then we're going to have a cabaret later on in the night and to raise money for the Florence Institute. So we've got that, Ricky and Sue Take a Trip or Two. Then we've done a little documentary with myself, Barbara, Lakey and Dave. And we talk about Caroline, we talk about Nana, we talk about Twiggy, we talk about Joe. They've all gone. We've lost them all. And we tell stories about what happened on the set. It's bloody hilarious. So you've got to watch that. Ricky and Sue, then the documentary. But then, kid, and I mean this, Emma, I've had my DNA done, and so has Sue Johnson, right? You are not going to believe. You are not going to believe. Mine starts off in the middle of, in the north of Scotland, in the middle of the 17th century. And it comes all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And it's only going a couple of minutes to programme. And the fella said to me, see that lady on the screen? I said, yeah. He said, that's why you are the way you are, because of her. You've got her genes. What a woman this is. What a wonderful woman this was in the 18th century. And it comes all the way down. And do you know where the mine finishes up? In Anfield Football Ground, what we've just been talking about. It finishes up there. There's someone there to meet me who I'm related to. I didn't know they existed on the planet. And I certainly didn't know the position they hold in society. Bloody hell. Then, Sue Johnson's, I don't know where they're starting, does that, but you want to see you want to see who she's related to. People are going to say, oh, go away, that's fiddle. He's related to that person, and then she's related to that. You've got my word of honour, we didn't know anything about it. But it'll shake you to your bloody roots. It's great. Anyway, listen, you go out. You're going to have a wonderful night with Robbie Williams. See him. Tell him. Just say, Ricky sends all his regards. He'll know what you're talking about. And say, when next time you come to Liverpool, to give me a shout. Anyway, you have a wonderful birthday. And you celebrate it there. And I mean, I don't know what sort of party do you have in High Wycombe. Did he have high tea? And did he say Heidi High in High Wycombe? You go out and have the time of your bloody life there, Emma. And thank you to Trevor, Arthur, Ellis and Memphis, who've gone in my book of names now. All the best. So here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emma. Happy birthday to you. And don't forget, if you do have a little bit of a party there, and you can get a little bit of it, Mambo number 5 going, a little dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Do you know what? If they got in touch with me, they got the bloody feathers ready for you. Oh, yeah. Beverly Mac has had it all done out. She's had it refurbed. Well, not fully refurbed. What she means is we've had the carpet shampooed. God bless you, kid. Have a wonderful, wonderful 50th birthday. I'm looking forward to mine. All the best, kid.